Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Harsh.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, and today we have a guest from Spain whose name is Ivan.
Hello.
Yeah, and he is really amazing guy, and he is so multi-talented person. He is a teacher, geographer, and also working in a politics. So let's talk about dream and comfort zone with him, and he is going to give us some really amazing knowledge about it. So, what are you doing right now in your life?
Right now, I'm a teacher in Spain, but also I'm working in a, let's say, rural house, which is vacation house, which is my own personal business project.
Wow.
But also I'm working in Belgium for a company who makes services for the delegations, like the European Commission, Red Cross, NATO, but also touristical services for regular visitors.
That's amazing. Means you are doing so many things.
Well, it's time, it's coronavirus time. You have to be at home, so you have to try to do as much you can. Teaching, learning, gym, but doing something. You cannot be just stopped. Right now, we have the high technologies. The internet is in everywhere, most
Yeah.
of the countries, most of the places. But if you have internet, you have technology, and you have communications, try to get in advance to approach to these advantages that offer to you 2021,
Mhm.
you know, the
Yeah.
21st century.
So, are you teaching online education right now?
Right now, I'm teaching directly on the school, which I have to go every day, Monday to Friday. But I have some students that are at home, especially who have they got coronavirus. So I have to
Mhm.
teach them from the school to the house, or even in the evening, I have to connect with them via online, like we are now, and explain the lesson, history, geography, art. So very exciting.
Okay. So, as we discussed, like we are going to talking about dream. So, when you were a kid, so being a teacher was your dream?
No, but I have to tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm a geographer right now. When I was a student, like I was kid like 9, 7, 8, even 10 years old, my mother was asking me all the time why I was not reading a normal book. Because always I have with me an atlas of the world. Always. It was my book. It was my favorite book. So my mother always gave me an atlas. And in the atlas, I'm looking for one country, the other. So this is why when I when I got to the uni, everyone around me was telling me what I have to study. Law for be a lawyer, even policeman, even for nurse, even for physiotherapy therapist. So everyone was telling me what I have to do, but I choose geography, and everyone told me to not choose it. But you know, it was my kind of dream in my. I didn't remember that until I started the degree, but it was there. My favorite book was an atlas, and my degree for the uni was geography.
Okay, that's awesome. But what was your age? Means in which standard you wanted to be a geographer?
How I see my future? Sorry, I
Means
didn't hear you properly.
yeah. What was your age when you found your dream? Like you have an interest in geography.
Ah, you know, I didn't have a real time or real age where I found my dream because I think when I got to the step that I was dreaming, I discovered another thing, and this take me to another thing, and then I discovered my new dream,
Mhm.
and then I discovered that that dream was before the other dream. So I've been traveling around the world. I've been studying my degree. I live in many countries. So which one was my real dream? Still, I don't know. It's a tricky question. It's a question that I cannot answer you
Okay.
properly.
Yeah, it's okay. So how many countries did you visit? Means you said you visited a lot of countries.
Visiting 50
Sorry,
and some 50, 50.
50 countries.
Yeah, and some of them many times.
Wow, that's really amazing.
Yeah, but you know, in Europe it's really easy because if you live in Belgium, you are 2 hours from Amsterdam, or 2 hours from Cologne, or three from Paris. So it's really easy to jump from one country to the other. Is what happened in Europe. Most difficult is in America, for example, or Asia, which distance are higher. But
Mhm.
yeah, 50 and living in six.
Okay, living in six. So, means why did you visited other countries? Means for living purpose.
Well, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I spend my money traveling.
Okay, but
This is why. Because the money that I'm saving for not have like addictions, I can focus on traveling, which is my addiction.
okay, but did you have any kind of work at that places or just visit?
Mm.
Means you said in six of your countries, you live for a long time in
For
those countries.
example, when I moved to England, I got a few money, a little bit. And I went there directly and I start to put my CV in everywhere. After a few days, they call me. I'm lucky. Like this is what I did in every country that I went.
Mhm.
I jumped there with a little bit of money and then I start put my CV. And I've been working in many things. The first job was not nice. The second job was a little bit nicer. And the third job was already cool. So, you know, I was not conformist, but I was also accepting everything they give me. So it was cool.
Yeah, that's really inspiration for many young means going to some country with little money without any kind of support, which is kind of little bit risky, but at the same time, that's amazing. And you have learned so many things from that.
Imagine, I was in Spain. I moved to England thinking that I was going to learn English, I was going to be the king, I was going to be the best.
Mhm.
But nobody told me that my first job was going to be with Indians. So it was like my first touching other culture, my first contact with another not European culture. So
Mhm.
for me, it was really beauty.
Yeah.
Why not? People think, no, have to be English, have to be in an English pub, have to be with an English company, have to be real British. But I went with people who are English because they were born there, but they
Mhm.
were Indian. I'm from Pakistan, I'm from Bangladesh. I didn't say, no, I'm not gonna take this because this is not the real British. No, for me it was like another opportunity to learn
Mhm.
another culture, to discover another culture. Because I'm in England already. So during the job, I can know this culture, but outside of the job, I can discover the other England, the other British. So double opportunity. That was my way to let's say to focus my experience,
Yeah, sounds
to
good.
not cry, to just be the positive part.
Mhm. Yeah, means that's a really good experience with different cultures at the same time.
Actually, I remember the name of my first Indian friend was Dipankar. Was the name?
Dipankar.
Yeah, it was. He helped me a lot. He helped me a lot.
Uh-huh.
He was a really nice guy.
Okay.
This is something that only give you when you get the risk to go there and whatever life give you, just accept it.
So, what kind of job you are doing with that Indian guy?
My first job, commis waiter. Then waiter. Commis waiter
Okay.
is the person who helps. Then waiter.
Mhm.
Then barback. Then bartender. And then sommelier.
Uh-huh.
Then I jumped to another job, which is a bartender directly.
Mhm.
Once I knew to do some of the bar stuff. And then receptionist in a hotel, but just that in Belgium. Teaching and also administration
Mhm.
and logistic.
Okay.
So look, for one thing to the other, there are no connection, but the connection was languages. What I learned in one of the jobs, like English, make me jump to another one where I learn another languages, which is Italian, and then help me to go to Belgium, where I learn French. But because I have the other two language, that helped me to go to work in a reception.
So, how many languages did you learn? Means for
Six.
for my experience, learning just one language after 20 years old, it is really tough. Means
But
I
there are two ways. There are two ways to to learn a language. You know, the language you study, which is how you do it. English is how I did in the school, or French, or going to another country, speaking with people, and that's
Yeah,
it. Okay, you will not be a master writing. You will not be a Shakespeare. Okay,
yeah,
but you will communicate. You will be able to work in some places, and you will be able to learn, which is also very important. Okay, you don't know how to write, but
mhm,
what you need, communication.
yeah. Means I learned some kind of that. Means I never learned English by the books. I learned English by the copy paste. Means I was watching English movies, web series, and just copy paste. The same like you. Means you went to the other countries and you talk with in reality, which is a better way. Means it is
Yeah,
the best way to learn languages to connect with
it's
native.
the best way.
Yeah. So, which are those six languages?
Which
Which
is Spanish, because it's my mother tongue.
okay.
English was my first language that I learned. Italian,
Hmm.
French, but also Romania because I was working there. And then a little bit of sign language for deaf people. So
Okay. So you
say
have
hi, my name is Juanjo.
a nice one. So you have worked with people like those, means who cannot able to speak.
A little bit because it's a difficult language. It's the most difficult one because thing is not my natural one.
Yeah, it's kind of so difficult. Means I never even tried.
I think you don't write is communication with hands, and you have to be visual. You have to be focusing on that.
Yeah. So what do you think about comfort zone? Means there are a lot of people. Maybe I would say more than 95% people on the earth cannot able to uh, get out from their comfort zone. Means they have so many dreams, wishes in their mind. Like I want to do this thing. I wish I would get this kind of things. I wish I will get a job in that company. But when they start working on their dream, after a few days, they just stop working and living ordinary lifestyle. So what do you think about it?
Comfort zone is the cancer of the humanity
Yeah.
because make you selfish. Because you protect your comfort zone, thinking that the only place you are safe is there. So it's your cancer because you think it's a chemio that will save you for many dangerous things.
Mhm.
Firstly, switch off the television. Secondly, get out. For me, comfort zone is out of the comfort zone.
Yeah.
It became my comfort is when I'm out. Once I see everything flat, it's like time to change. Otherwise, you will get used to. You will think the only way you have is the what you have around, and you will forget that how wonderful things are in everywhere, everywhere. Even difficult situations are beautiful because if you live those situations with someone, it will be an adventure.
Yeah. But
Problems is when you have somebody in your family ill, somebody with disabilities, and you have to take care of them. Okay, this is different. This is another problem, of course. Imagine you have somebody in your house who cannot move and you have to help them, or old people, old grandfather that you have to help because they cannot even wash themselves. Okay, this is another thing. But somebody who has no problems, which are the real problems?
yeah.
That you don't have what you see on internet, on Facebook. This is a picture that people make on purpose for these situations. Then it's not like this. So people should look for adventure, like I told you, for going for volunteer outside, trying to helping people, be more creative, read a little bit more. Of course, diet, sport, even at home, that make you be so much different. Because you get in touch with people, their culture. I'm not gonna tell you even read books because it will make you even grow. All of this we know. Comfort zone is to complicate your life in a exciting way.
Yeah.
Feel a little bit that you are lost. go feel the dangerous situation a little bit when you don't know something, when you have to meet people, when you have to approach them, when you have to request for something.
Mhm.
You know, I think this is the clue of people changing mind. And you know, prejudge when you have an idea, previous idea of the reality of somebody because you are judging somebody also will help you. When I went to Romania, everyone was telling me, don't go to Romania. There are gypsies. They will steal you. They will fight you all the time. For me, one of the best countries in the world.
Mhm.
And everyone was telling me, don't go there. So you have to go out of the comfort zone for sure.
Yeah,
But also right now, I can understand Romanian people when they come to my country and I see the difficult situation for them.
mhm.
It's very easy to judge. It's very easy because you are in your comfort zone.
Yeah. Means, as per your view, means if we want to go out from comfort zone, then we have to start taking actions. Means if we are staying at home, if we are living in the same position for a long time and don't ready to go out from comfort zone, so it would be not good and killing us, as you said. So we have to take actions in the right direction, as you did. Means you left your country and went to the other country. So it's your action. So yeah, I understand it.
For
And
example, right now, coronavirus doesn't let you do too much.
yeah,
So I'm living in my area, in my zone, where my grandparents live. I could just go to work and come back, relax home, watch Netflix,
mhm,
mm, eat, take sun, and enjoy. But you know what I did? I started to speak with business here, with shops. I proposed the idea to make a calendar, to make some picture of the places around, and to make them participate in one idea that I have, which is to make a pictures calendar where you can see where all people that cannot go out because they are already old and they cannot move, but they can see on the calendar the picture of the area where they used to live with the number of the day, month. This little idea, which is, it can be a little bit stupid, simple. At the beginning was only a few people. At the end, after 3 months, people was telling me, calling me, like, hey, why did you didn't call me? Why you didn't tell me this idea? It's super genius. It's super cool. So many people get integrated on the idea. We make QR, you know, for the scan with the mobile. So many people give you money
mhm,
that we have over incomes, and we take this money to put in a website to promote the area. And then more businesses come to participate, like BMW
uh-huh,
also participate with us. So, and it starts with a simple idea of I'm gonna make some picture of what I have here to help all people to get to continue to get in touch of the landscape that they cannot see even more because they are, you know, they cannot move. They need a wheelchair.
mhm.
So this is another, from a stupid idea, simple idea to jump to the bigger idea. So even in coronavirus time, you can do things.
Yeah, sounds really amazing. Means, including me, there are so many people just think like there is coronavirus, we can't do anything right now. It would be risky. But yeah, if we have open-minded, if we
Nah,
think out of the box like you did, so we can do so many things.
a lot. It's time. It's the best time to do it because right now you don't have another way to do the things. It's just study, just work, just be creative.
Mhm.
Do you think once the pandemic pass and everyone can go to the bars, disco, traveling, do you think even you are willing to do anything? No, you will want to just enjoy your life as a normal human being. You will want to go to the disco, to travel, to the bar, to speak with people, to the park. You will not have time to do a calendar, to study, to work telematic way. No, because it will be time for enjoy life. So it's normal. But now it's time to work.
Yeah,
You know, a ninja go to the cavern, do meditation, the training very hard. Once he finished on the cavern, he will be a little bigger warrior. So this is the same. Now it's time to prepare for the time when you are out of the cavern.
that sounds really good. So yeah, you are really inspirational person for many young person, and I'm sure people who are going to watch this video, they will definitely get some kind of good information from you. So
I
really,
hope so
really,
because
yeah. So really, really, really thanks for coming to my channel and sharing your amazing suggestion with us. That's really helpful.
just let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Think that if I did this in Spain, which population in my area is 21,000 people, which is
Mhm.
nothing, that for your country is
Yeah.
nothing.
You.
Imagine if I can do that with 21,000 people, how much you can do,
Mhm.
the effect of your action in your country is even bigger
Yeah. Perfect.
because you move even more people. The connection are really much more.
Mhm.
So the effect on the results will be even bigger.
Yeah.
So you have bigger opportunities than me in that way.
Yeah. We have a really huge manpower. So it is a really big opportunity in many sectors because everyone are ready to take idea and everyone are ready to work on different ideas as there are so many people so many people are finding work, and when we have good ideas then everyone connect with us very easily. They just need someone who has really nice idea.
Exactly. Just get an idea, explain to your neighborhoods, tell to the business around you. Look, probably if you go to speak with someone who has a business, will tell you no. But I'm sure somebody who has a business there have a family, a person in his family or her family who need an opportunity like this because it's disabled or with mobility reduced. I'm sure if somebody come to them, they will not say no because they already know how much the people around them they need it, and they will be happy to
Yeah.
and admire. They will admire someone who make this just a little jest, 1 hour per day, a few hours per week, develop an idea who help people, and people will come to you. And when you are even more with that money, then you can develop something that even in your engineer area. I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, so yeah, really, really thanks for suggestions and giving your ideas on engineering and other sectors. So this is really helpful for me as well as many of the people who are going to watch it. So
Thank you to you for giving the opportunity.
yeah, so for now that's it, and I will come up with a next video with my guest. So till that, see you soon and take care. Take care.